February 4th, 1864. Musselburgh. Scottish born, Scottish died, and in between lived on the links. Willie Park Jr. His dad, Willie Park Sr. You'll hear about him later in his own video. His uncle, Mungo Park, won a British Open. His granddaughter, Doris Park, was runner-up in the 1937 British Ladies Amateur Tournament. The Parks, Sr. and Jr., ran a competing ball and club business with the Morrises, young and old. They were competing families for the first family of golf, and it's really 6 of this, half a dozen of the other, for which one deserves the title. In 1896, Willie Jr. wrote The Game of Golf, which can still be found today. In 2010, it was electronalized. That's a Barney Fifeism. Sorry, it was digitized. He wrote another book later in life too. He was one of the best golfers of his time. And after his time, well, during and after, he designed more than 170 golf courses in the British Isles, Europe, the US, and Canada. Some examples: the Sunningdale Golf Course in London, the Temple Golf Course in Berkshire. Those are in the UK. A few examples in Canada: the Weston Golf and Country Club in Toronto, and the Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club in Ottawa. And a few examples in the U.S. Glenridge Country Club in New Jersey, the North Course of Olympia Fields Country Club near Chicago, which hosted 2 U.S. Opens and a PGA Championship, the Red Run Golf Course in Royal Oak, Michigan, and then the Flint Golf Course in Flint, Michigan, which is like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from my house. So that's kind of cool for me that he did that so close to where I live. He would die in 1925 at the age of 61 due to overwork on his golf courses. And as a matter of fact, his younger brother, Mungo, who was named after his uncle, would have to come in and finish his last golf course. He was elected by the Veterans Committee to the World Golf Hall of Fame in 2013. In his golf career in real life, from 1880, when he joined the British Open, then just called the Open, at the age of 16, until 1919, he won 2 Open titles and finished 10 other times in the top 10, so 12 total top 10s. In my personal golf world that I've done so far, from 1880 to 1899, which is his career for me so far, he has won 4 titles. He's finished second 6 times and third 5 times. He was a complete golfer, but his approach shots could sometimes go a little awry. But he was known as saying, "A man who can putt is a match for anyone." Willie Park Jr., one of the first superstars of the world of golf/links. He only played in the British Open and the US Open, and he only played in the US Open once. So he's mainly a British Open. In the PGA Championship, while it was created at the end of his career, he did not take part. So that's Willie Park Jr. There is nothing, well, there's very little known about his family. If I dug deep enough, I found his wife. He had 2 wives. I found their names. I'm not going to bother with those with those here. And not much is known on his children, although 3 of them died in infancy. 2 or 3 of them. That was the mortality rate of the time. Anyway, that's Willie Park Jr. Let me know what you thought of this, and I will see you next time with something else.